Hello there, and welcome to the Cult of Cinema. My name is Aaron, and I'm here today with May December Malcolm. We are chatting about something we didn't plan to be chatting about today because I worked for the last 12 or so hours. Hey there, William, on a video tonight that we're taping. And instead, what happened was Criterion made an announcement.
I did.
And I asked you not to look until we were... until we could show it live.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen this yet.
Right, just all I saw was what I thought was the teaser thing you showed me earlier.
The picture, yeah, of the box. So when Criterion made their announcement, hey there, Alan, for November, and it's just one. That's a biggie. And without further ado, hey, Danuch, welcome, man. What do you think of this? We're going to look at the contents, the price. You're not ready for this price, Mo.
Ooh.
You think I'm joking? Am I joking, Hind? She said no. No, I'm not. This here is CC40. And in case you're wondering, Malcolm, what CC40 means?
Criterion Collection 40 years.
That, but it also means Criterion Closet. See, for years, Criterion has been doing these videos called the Criterion Closet, where they get people to go in and pick out their favorite movies, the one Criterion collections that they really want to see. So what Criterion has done has gone through. He didn't pick their 40 years as these are our top 40 movies. This is a survey or curated like that way. He said, no, what we're doing here is we're taking all the Criterion Closet videos and picking the 40 movies that were chosen the most by the most people. And that's how it was curated.
Oh, dear.
It was what they done with a book. It's going to include a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to go and look at it right now. And we'll go through the entire thing. But first off, the price. It is a mere, for the Blu-ray, $639.96.
How much?
$639.96. Now that's the sale price if you pre-order. The regular price is $799.95. I couldn't make this up if I tried. And here, are you ready for the titles?
All right, let's see what the titles are.
So we start off with one of the greatest movies in the Criterion Collection, 8.5.
Okay.
Go to Tokyo Story. All That Jazz.
Thanks, Alan.
Hey, yeah, thanks a lot, Alan. I will see the comments later. Bicycle Thieves. Repo Man. Naked. Jules and Jim. Being There. Weekend. You don't have these. These are fantastic freaking movies, by the way. Yee Yee. Night of the Hunter. Pickpocket. Sweet Smell of Success, one of the greatest movies ever made, actually. On the Waterfront. Do the Right Thing. What the director of On the Waterfront didn't do. Ratcatcher. Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Oh, Mirror.
Yeah, Mirror is here. Got some good Tarkovsky. Barry Lyndon. Safe. The absolutely stunning seconds. More people need to watch this movie.
Yep.
His Girl Friday.
Great film.
Mishimi, A Life in 4 Chapters. Again, Paul Schrader, great film. A viewer sent to him, by the way.
Yeah.
Y Tu Maman Tambien. The sexiest movie in the Criterion Collection, by the way. My Own Private Idaho. Love and Basketball. That's a great movie. Night of the Living Dead. Ace in the Hole. 3 Women. The Red Shoes. Down by Law. Love Jim Jarmusch. La Senega, which I probably mispronounced, by the way. Wanda. House, Sullivan's Travels, The Battle of Algiers, Cassavetes, A Woman Under the Influence, Cleo from 5 to 7, Persona, In the Mood for Love. Hours of supplemental features, alternate soundtracks, subtracks, audio commentaries, documentaries, making ofs, interviews with cast and crew, outtakes, English subtitles with English for deaf and hard of hearing, selection of Criterion Closet picks, videos, and more, plus the deluxe packaging with a lavish illustrated 216-page book featuring essays on the films by critics, scholars, and authors. What are your thoughts, guys? Pretty cash.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I've got no problem with the films whatsoever. They're all really good films. Actually, probably a lot of the best films in the actual collection, in the Criterion collection, that is.
Yeah.
My problem is some of the films overlap with other box sets they've released, which I think is a bad mistake on their side. I would have put movies in there that weren't in other box sets, like the Fellini set and that. And, you know, I think 3 of the movies now have been released in 4K, I think, from the thing.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that if, let's say you are a big Criterion collector, you would have probably all these movies already.
Or most of them for sure. Like, I have definitely a few of those in that set, like already.
That's what I mean. You know, In the Mood for Love, you would have that in the Wong Kar-wai set if you had that, not single.
There's at least 2 Bergmans there.
That's what I mean. So I think that's a massive flaw on their part. They should never put movies in with other sets, especially if they're still available. But the films themselves, I think, are perfect. Would be great for somebody to get if they haven't got any of them. Because I think it would be an amazing kind of like watch. If you want to go through like the art of cinema and you got this cheap, you're in for a real treat.
Well, that's the thing. There's going to be the big thing is getting this at the right price. What do you think the price point for this right now?
I think they're playing April Fools too early, personally, with the price. I mean, if I look here, what is it, like $15, $16 per movie?
Somewhere like, so let's say there's 40 movies, right?
Yeah.
And it's, okay, we'll go at the cheap price of $630. Crikey. 630 divided by 40. So yeah, $15.75. You're right on there.
Okay, and they're gonna be the same discs.
Yeah,
I would think, but you would already have. So there's nothing really new there.
Now,
and I would say the 216-page book, it's going to have the essays from the films and that. So in reality, you're just going to be buying what you'd get anyway. So
I got that much in my back pocket. They're also going to have a disc there with some Criterion Closet videos on there. So,
ooh, oh yeah, because it's 49 discs, isn't it?
Yeah, because someone's got like a double disc, right? Like 900 as a second disc, which is like making up of that.
Because wasn't the Ingmar Bergman set like 39 discs?
So big. I got it right here. Because I figured it's the Bergman set. You have this one too, right?
Pretty sure I have it. It's right over there. In comparison, I got that on Criterion sale, that set, for $150.
You got it for a lot cheaper than I did. But yeah, that's 20 odd discs, I think. 30 discs. 30 discs.
30 discs.
And of course, it's going to be packaged like this, guys. So if you've seen the Bergman,
so plus 19 more discs.
Yeah, with how big is the book? I want to see how big this book is compared to the other.
That's 300 odd pages, I think.
So this one's 250 pages.
Okay.
So it's going to be around the same size as this book, 260 pages. They said 61 pages. So it's going to be around, the movie section to be thicker, for the 19 more discs. But
if you like it thick, you're going to love it.
I have to say, this is one of my favorite in my collection. I'm not going to lie. I love it.
If it's not people's favorite, they've got to be. I mean, it's such a beautiful set.
Well, Hint hates it.
What?
You hate it.
No, I don't hate it. I find it boring.
Yeah, she doesn't like Bergman.
It's boring and depressed.
Well, you know, somebody told me ages ago when I asked them, should I get it? They said, oh, you won't understand it.
I hate
And
when
I
people
was
do
like,
that.
come on.
Such a film snob thing to do.
It's movies. It's not rocket science.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
It's just movies.
I mean, it's a nice announcement. It's a great at $300. This would be something I'd be thinking about.
Yeah, I think 350 should have been the max.
Yeah, at $600, like
At $600, if you're a new collector, this is an excellent starter.
yeah, if you haven't got any Criterions in your collection,
And
and
have disposable income.
you got you
And
have the
if
money
you want ones by award-winning directors and people that you really want to get into that, this is perfect for you. But I would say you'd have to save up or have disposable income to be able to pay that at
Yeah.
that price. I do think that price is a little bit extreme. For I would say for the average person,
You
with
know
the
how many
economy and all that
Plus
now.
Meyer said she could buy with that. And those have quality films in them too.
They do. The bigger the better, they say.
And Russ Meyer was so good. And shockingly, there's no Russ Meyer film here.
Yes, that's not fair, is it?
And I actually only partially kidding because there's a Russ Meyer film in the Criterion Collection, Validated Dolls.
Yeah. Why not on there?
See, movies like that, some of the different, more.
Was there no John Waters on there either?
No, John Waters, no. They literally did. They went in and they said, okay, we'll pick out what everybody in the Criterion Collection picked out like the most. Unfortunately, when they do that, they're picking out a lot of the stuff that when a Criterion sale happens,
Yeah.
most people go for to get first.
Yeah.
You notice that there was no Wes Anderson, and that's probably pretty smart because
What
usually
about
when somebody-
Embrace of the Senses? That should have been in there.
well, the thing is like Wes Anderson, I could see not being in there because basically anybody that gets into Criterion seems to get into Wes Anderson first.
They're gonna have a box set for Anderson.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's gonna have his own
That's
box set. But so they did for Bergman, and Bergman's in there. Fellini's in there. Film Watcher, well, thanks for coming back, man.
Interesting.
This is interesting. Well, you did say earlier on in Film Watcher when I showed you the Caligula one that you weren't into those type of movies. So,
Ooh, yeah, you said that earlier, so that must mean you want these movies.
but this is a good set if you got. Yeah, R.I.P. ones who own Juan Caraway or the Bergman set. Right here, my friend. I still, if I was.
Let's be honest, that one Kawa set is terrible. The design of it is awful. That's why I don't own it.
Same reason for me with the Varda set, and I love Varda. Anya Varda is fantastic. But I know I still think the Bergman set is better than this set.
It is, of course it is, because this set is just re-released technically.
But this is a choice.
I think if they'd have made this the right price, it would be a great start set for people who wanted to get into what people would classify as Criterion release cinema, right? But I don't think this is great for the type of person that would already own these or know about these directors in the sense that, they've watched them or own them, like you or me would, for instance. That's what I mean, 4K. 4Ks have come out of some of them as well. So if this was a 4K set, I'd be like, oh, okay. People have got a reason to possibly want to buy it. But then I probably still
Can you
want it at
imagine
that
if all
price.
these were all upgraded to 4K?
Phew.
Or back today?
With new writings.
Yeah, or if this was like this was in the back of the days where all these were just on DVD, and this was the first time on Blu-ray. That'd be interesting.
See, because when you told me about this set originally, the little bit you told me, I
Yeah,
was like, wow, it's going to be 40 new films through the Criterion collection,
yeah, I
but
know.
could be from directors we've all thought of, right? And it would be a real selling piece because being Criterion and, you know, it'd be like the almost set. This reminds me a lot of the Vinegar Syndrome 10 movie set thing, except these are actually quality films, right? And
Well, there's some
I mean,
quality on
I
the
love the
Vinegar
Vinegar
movie.
Syndrome set, but this set is quite good, but it's like a re-release. And originally, I thought Vinegar Syndrome one would be re-releases as well. So,
If you got bones and you don't have any of these movies, and you want to study film, my friends, this is a wonderful way to study film.
oh yeah, if you're a film student, this is perfect.
It's 8.5 is one of the great movies of all time, and one of the greatest films on cinema, just across the board. It was on Criterion site, and this pop up in a face. So that this is a November release. So, what do you
So
think?
it'll be discounted. It'll be discounted in November.
This is
It'll be in
a
their sale.
so $7.99 is the MSRP. So the discounted price would be around $400 or $390.
Still a lot.
Still too much, in my opinion.
Still too much.
Like,
Still too much.
I could I have enough of them that I don't own, that at around maybe 150 to 2, somewhere in that range, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
But
Never say ever. In like 45 years, it might be.
like for the book alone, because there's a book and a lot of the book I think has some new writing in there as well. And who doesn't want the disc with Criterion Closet videos?
Yeah,
Priceless,
true,
okay.
true.
Priceless.
I mean, you could just rip them off of YouTube and do it, but you know, and add it.
Nobody would ever do that.
Canada
What am I
might be
gonna
like $900. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. For a mere $400, I'll go take some of my videos off YouTube.
Yeah, make a
Like-
box set.
The AP or the CC, about 13 years, right?
Yeah, there you go.
And have like 13 discs.
And then have like a highlight reel at the end.
An extra one with like saying, "Thanks, cha-ching," something like that. No, it's a good set. I mean, it's too expensive. It is too
way too
expensive.
expensive.
Either way, there's nothing. They're not bringing new stuff to the table. It's not remastered, upgraded. In
I
a new
feel
way.
like if this wasn't their 5th anniversary, the set could have been called something like the Masterpieces of Cinema collection.
Yeah, like what? Or I mean, I went in really, wanting to love this, and I do love it. I mean, if I didn't have these films,
Yeah.
and this was cheaper,
And they weren't re-releases technically.
yeah. But when there's like releases, and like me, I'm not a person where I have to have 4K of everything, so that's not a make or break. But when they've already released the movie in an upgraded format,
Yeah.
I think that they'd put that format in the set.
I mean, I personally thought it was going to have like Hugh Bowl and David Sterling and Sean C. Phillips titles in it released.
Well,
But
I'll let you know that early on when they're looking at this here, because I spoke to someone, they were really thinking about getting some witchcraft, but didn't work out. They couldn't.
the good ones, right?
Witchcraft
ones.
was too high and lofty for them.
They had 15 of them, and they said nope, so they didn't do it.
But Kino Lorber's putting a lot of good stuff down Film Watcher. They really are. But where the hell is the Ilsa set? Like that was
Yeah, where is it?
Not
Where the
out
hell
yet.
is it? It was supposed to come out last January. They said they were still working on it. And I'm like,
Yes.
look, just send
Guessing
it
the
out.
upcoming January 2025, right? Because they ain't just this year, I don't think. If Scream Factory is something like this to Nooch, especially with some of the stuff that's been gone, I don't think Scream Factory did it at this price, but that would be an amazing thing.
I think what people got to remember as well, you know, we said a little bit of our negatives on it, right, and the positives. But one of the positives we have to remember is, all right, let's say Seven, right? Seven's a prime example. They do big box sets, right? But a lot of their movies are on one disc, like 2 movies a disc or whatever, right? You got to remember, these are all separate discs. So if you just count it by the discs, it's a phenomenal price. It's phenomenal the way to do it. But I feel it's hard for me because I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to having a collection. And what I mean by that is I like it in individual cases if I can. You know, that kind of way, where it's on the shelf, like, you know what I mean? That's the kind of purist I'm talking about. But as when they're in like a big box, it's kind of hard because I'm like, don't get me wrong, if it's all the same director or it's films I couldn't get before, fine. But I don't want to have to get one Kar-Wah film out of a big set when I could just get that separately and have it on the shelf and be like, okay, there it is.
But look how look at the ease. Here, I'll show you right now. Get up my Bergman set. I'll show you. Just take this. Put this over here for a sec. Hold on a sec. Here. Go.
He's getting it out.
And scenes.
And I don't like those slips either. I don't like when they're slipped in the pockets. I hate that.
Okay. So there we go. No, that wasn't easy, actually. I did not help my case.
You're right. 39 films. This has 40 in it, so it is now the biggest set. But it's even bigger because it's 49 discs, so it's going to be even bigger than just one more disc.
Yeah, it's going to be a big set. And
why isn't Fanny and Alexander in it?
That's a great film. Do you like Fanny Alexander?
I do like it, but I'm saying, why isn't it in it?
I thought it was in it.
No, I'm talking about it in this one, not that one.
Oh, Jules and Jim was the one that got chosen more. But Jules and Jim's a fantastic film. And
it is an actual film set. So is the Fellini set. I love my Fellini set. I think that set's wonderful. Impractical packaging, but it's a great set. Yeah. You know why, did you? Because you're just looking at the cover, film watcher. We're not actually seeing the actual thing. Have we actually got pictures of the actual design, like fully?
Yeah, like I'll show you here.
Well, there it is.
It's my thumbnail, actually.
Was there any Pasolini in there? Because I don't think there was there?
No Pasolini. Heck no.
But that's good because they only just released this set, didn't they?
I'll tell you what.
Uh-oh.
The price for what it is, I mean, compare it to the Columbia sets. It has, the price is right. Honestly, it's difficult to have it all together, but the price is right. The movies that they curated are right. The problem they will have is,
crossover.
People, because you're selling to people who already are collectors of Criterion. So you're gonna have. Let me tell you, this is probably going to be the best time to buy discounted Criterion movies because you're going to start seeing people offloading their collection to
buy the set.
100%. You're going to start seeing a lot of Criterions being sold online by collectors.
When I was in Canada, I almost picked up a bunch of Criterions actually from.
You're going to see a lot of that for sure. So people are, because space saver. You have one thing that has a bunch of movies. It's going to do well. I can tell you that I'm pretty sure that this is going to sell pretty well. For the people who are into it.
That's him, yeah.
I don't know because I think I think it's a great set, and I think it hints onto something there. for some people. But I don't know. I think people have already have the movies. If they're going to get rid of them separately to buy this, I don't know. I can't do it because most of them are going to be out of date soon anyway because they're going to keep releasing 4Ks.
I mean, but
this is all benefit. They're not spending anything. The packaging doesn't cost much, anyways. These are movies that are already licensed. They already have them. They already have the features. They already have the discs. They're not.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the consumers. Criterion. I'm talking about consumers.
So whatever you sell is a benefit. People who buy Criterion will buy this.
Yeah,
100%.
She's right, actually.
Because it's not just it's harder to buy a Columbia set that is more mainstream movies than buy a Criterion set.
Except that most of the Columbia set cross over with Criterion because they're Criterion movies.
But they'll sell them. This is what they did with the Bergman. The Bergman, they had a couple of box sets of Bergman. They had some single releases.
Glass Darkly set and stuff like that.
People bought the sets. They got rid of their DVDs.
Yeah, but it wasn't all of them. It wasn't all of them.
It's going to sell well to the markets that they're catered to anyway.
That's the thing. I mean, like it's the call to Criterion. This like any company that's out there, like Vinegar Syndrome, when they put something out, like Scream Factory, the people that are the die-hard fans, they are going nuts right now. For like this is like people are going to sell their other stuff and they're going to buy this, or some people are going to keep the other stuff hoping that their original version will go up in price because they'll have this set but really won't, or they're going to look at how limited this is and say,
is it actually limited? Is it actually limited? Like, is it actually going to go out of print, or is it going to be around for like 7 years? Hey, Matty.
Either way, at this price, hey, Matty, I think it'll be around for 3 years.
But they're not spending anything. Like, think about it. There's zero or very little investment from the company to make this set. It's already there. All the material is already there. You just have some packaging to put together. There's nothing new. So why not? A book? It's probably, transcripts of the Criterion closet.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So
they literally
this is a genius idea. They will sell to their people.
Oh, Criterion people love Criterion no matter what.
Yeah.
Like when I came on YouTube, for instance, the Barnes & Noble Criterion sale was literally the anchor for physical media on YouTube. If you were a physical media collector, curator, whatever, watcher, right? Then you were watching those Criterion hauls when they did a Barnes & Noble sale. If you're old enough to remember, Logan Toxic, right? He did of course, the Criterion sale.
When the Cove strikes, yeah, I remember.
Now he's making like movies for a lifetime. But it's they know their audience. I still think so. I still think the price is a bit much.
No, it is because it's $600.
Also, you can watch the Criterion Closets on YouTube for free.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. But I will say this right now. I'll be completely bluntly honest, and I have a few of those movies that's in that set upstairs in my movie library. If I had 630 disposable dollars, like we basically just on hand, just like without a blinking type thing, I'd buy this.
If you're a collector, and you have already a bunch of Criterions that some that are included in the set, you sell them $10 a pop.
Yeah.
You already have the price. Again, for somebody that is a collector, and we know that.
Hints helping you guys get the set.
No, I'm not interested whatsoever. But the point is that it comes down to $15 a disc. It's not a big price. The company, to me, it is a great idea. You're celebrating your how many years? 40 years.
40 years.
So that's marketing wise, that's it's interesting. You have quality films.
Oh, these are
you
great
can't
films.
deny that most of these movies are not my cup of tea, but
Oh, some of them are your cup of tea.
some of
Actually.
them maybe, but like I'm too much of a casual to want a set like that. I would rather have the movie that I like than have a box set that has half of it that I don't care about. But if you are a Criterion collector, you're gonna buy this. If you are someone who wants to start,
There's a guy here that doesn't have any of these films.
this is if there's someone that doesn't have anything.
Yeah. What a great start.
Yeah, this is it.
Phil Matra, man, this is your Christmas. You got a better half, or you got some family. Tell them like this. This is what they need to give you money for Christmas. Criterion's funds for Christmas. Now let's be honest here. Not only Criterion. I'm gonna put it down even a bit more. Serious, those hardcore physical media guys that have to have everything that's big and shiny on their shelves. They're gonna grab this, man. Because they're going to initially push back and they're going to say, "Oh, look at that! It's reprint and it's not all 4K or it's it's not. There's nothing really new." And then they're going to see it, and then they're going to see something other. They're going to see like they're going to do commercials for it and stuff like that on YouTube. Somebody will see somebody unboxing it. Somebody will open it up. This is the way it happens. Because let's be honest, who sells this stuff more than us here on YouTube?
Yeah, true.
Truly. We've got into this. We bought stuff, Malcolm, me and you, from watching other like YouTube videos, and until we literally had enough stuff that we came onto the other side of it. Okay, so are you for or against Criterion? I'm definitely for Criterion. I think this sets.
Yeah, I'm for Criterion, but I don't know. I'm very mixed on the set, but that's because the way I think that if you're starting out, it's a good set. If you're not worried about possibly doubling, if you end up getting into a director, if you want to buy them, like the other sets. But I think if the price is right, I think it's great as a starter. And yeah, people will go out and they will buy it and they will want it in their collection because there are people that double dip,
Or
triple dip.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine me doing that, especially now that I know most of their films.
No, you got enough of that. You got most of this stuff
as well.
Like you're one of the people
that's what I mean.
You've already got a lot of stuff.
No,
but
Malcolm, don't get me wrong. There is no way we're buying this like this. No. If you don't think it ain't happening. This absolutely not. It's too much money. It's especially when you already overlap in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I do prefer. Personally, I prefer to buy the single release of what I want.
Oh yeah.
I think we are at the stage, and Aaron, you are definitely at the stage where we're not just buying.
No.
We're buying things that we are going to be watching.
Yeah.
And it's not about something that we need to put on a shelf. It's something that you get out of the shelf to watch.
That being said, this is one of those sets, though. This is like for anybody that likes cinema who doesn't have this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Alan, I don't think Criterion does any DVDs like anymore.
No,
they don't. Not new ones.
No, that's it. No, it's Blu-ray. No, they may have. I don't even think that they do the double.
No, they don't.
Double disc anymore.
You stop that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
The double plates they do now, 4K and Blu-ray if they do them, but
just Blu-ray.
MVD is one of the last companies that hold it for that, and actually, I really appreciate that MVD does that. By the way,
88 Films is still releasing DVDs every time they do releases now, which is nice. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm happy for people who still collect DVDs, but for me, it's the quality. But everybody's different. I'm not going to get into you shouldn't buy DVDs because I think it's everybody's choice.
I think,
but for me, I'm always
every format should still be available out there that people want to buy. As long because here's the thing: there's people buying I have people ask me about VHS all the time. I had somebody ask me about CEDs recently.
VCDs.
CEDs, like capacitive enhanced discs. They were prior to VHS actually.
Not VCDs.
No. Yeah, because CED is even more rare. You don't see those. Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that DVDs. Like, I want to do a video actually upcoming about the different formats. Now, I think that there's a reason DVD is still the highest selling format, which it is.
There's multiple reasons for that. Oh, by the way, just quickly, just cut in. Matty, how did you do at your garage sale thing?
Yeah, actually, I was about to ask that.
Because I know you've got another one coming up. So, how'd you do? You know, I get that, though. You know, I get grabbing cheap DVDs. I'm not going to ever complain about that because I've done it many times. So I've gone in charity shops. When I first moved here, I bought like 85 DVDs in the store, you know, like a charity shop because they're £1 each.
I'll watch that video.
And movies I'd like to watch, you know, exactly like in that video. So I'm not going to complain about that at all. I've got no point with DVDs. My biggest problem with DVD isn't the DVD. It's when something is basically filmed in like HD or 4K and there's only the DVD. That's my problem with it because I feel like the picture's being downgraded. But that's because the way it was filmed, not because of the actual format, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. I mean, like...
I agree. 100%.
But for me, and for like a lot of people out there, for like... When we initially started buying like Criterion, for instance, right?
You bought DVDs, didn't you? Because they were cheaper.
Yeah, we wanted more. Criterion, they were great films. Both me and him were massive Criterion. We still are massive fans of Criterion.
Massive fans. Yes and no. I don't care who the company is. I care about a movie that I want to watch. I don't care who makes it, who puts it out, what format. I just want to see it.
Nice.
So, yeah, Criterion, because they released at a certain point some good classics that I was interested in.
Because one of the only companies I like to get her to look at with me when we're looking for...
Dove Sidious in the house.
No, Darcy's welcome, man. Doesn't a set like this speak to the pretentious nature of buying a multi-pack format when the exclusivity rests only in the packaging? Well, in the book, too, more than likely, is Darth Sidious. And don't forget that Blu-ray with those Criterion Closet videos on.
We got to remember about the book is the book has the essays in from the previous sets released on the thing. So how many of those pages are exclusive and how many of them are just basically copies of that but in the book?
Well, can you imagine if they like did that? Like they took like a copy machine.
Like scanned it and just put it in.
Just scan the pages as you're going through, like, son of a bitch.
I won't surprise me.
I had a book once with gotten like pretty raggedy, and I went to I scanned the entire thing, and like went to where him was working at the time, and got a hole punch and a bunch of like paper, and I just like made a big copy of the book so I wouldn't lose it.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say as well. I do have a problem with Criterion, actually. When I had my Zatoichi set, which I still own, it got bloody... one of the discs got stolen. I contacted Criterion, never responded to me. I offered to buy the disc, nothing.
Those YouTube videos, the YouTube videos are on the set. They're included with the rest of the films. But the YouTube videos actually...
I wouldn't buy Deadpool Wolverine at all. Awful movie.
Oh, God. You are the polar opposite of the reaction in this house. Just saying right now. That was one of our favorites this year.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut on it then out of respect for Hind.
So Hind doesn't got on your throat. Good idea, man.
Everybody's entitled to like or dislike whatever the hell they want.
All right, glad to hear it because that makes me feel more comfortable.
Yeah. She says that. I'm more of a dick than that.
Otherwise, what will happen is we'll get into one of those Malcolm and Aaron arguments about cinema and that again, and it'll end up in a mental thing. Go on Hardy DVD box set, that's fine. I mean, I've got some on Blu-ray and they look good. They look great, but they don't look perfect. So DVD's fine for that, if you ask me. Same with, you know what I mean?
I mean, well, I picked up Lauren Hardy set when I was in Paris.
They look good, actually, the Studio Canal ones, which I think you've got, right? They're the ones when the Studio Canal set over here. Yeah, they're great looking on the DVD.
I have to put this up.
Oh dear.
I'm putting this here.
Wow, you haven't seen a 2024 movie this year. I've been lucky. I've watched actually 28 of them, which is normally more than normal. More mainstream ones, I mean.
I've seen a lot of movies this year, actually. This is one of the years that I've actually got to see quite a few. I rewatched Maxine, actually, the other night.
Ooh, Buster Keaton's in it.
I really, really like Maxine.
I didn't. I like the aesthetic of it, and I liked I liked the aesthetic of the film. I just felt like it was one of those films that kind of I'm not going to talk about.
It's like I can't see them going anywhere else with it. Like, I love the fact that the three films are so completely polarly different. X is not Pearl, Pearl is not X, Pearl is not Maxine.
Which is good.
Maxine is not Pearl or X. Very rare do you see them like able to do that and kind of pull it off. I think Maxine is the weakest of the three, but that being said, it's still one of the more fun.
I haven't seen Pearl yet.
Pearl's
out of X, it is more of a rom-com in some aspects.
It's sort of a buddy rom-com type of thing. That's some of the best cameos I've ever seen in a movie.
I feel like that was playing to the audience a bit personally, but
there was I don't want to spoil some of them for some people, but there's one that a lot of XTC people are going to love.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Don't
get me wrong. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to get into the conversation about it, but I felt like it was interesting. I think so much of it, to me, just felt like it took away from actually being a Deadpool movie with things I was watching. And I felt like some of it was just too on the nose about things. Like, to me, that wasn't fun.
Idea then, because they want to do one with Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Well, they should, because Deadpool and Spider-Man are like a team in the comics. So they should. They've done Cable. They've done Wolverine. They should do Spider-Man. I just think this one was a bit.
I think Disney needed.
It depends how you see it, KG. It's obviously it's the interaction. It's the way it's set. It's the way the emotions of the characters are. How at the end it turns out and stuff. So Dove said, just don't ignore Keggy on that. Trust me, you know me well. We've talked about movies. But I don't know. I felt, saying things like, he's been out of shape since his wife left him and stuff, to me just felt too real instead of what the thing.
I think that was
that's funny to people, but not to me.
I wouldn't be in there if he didn't, agree to it. But I think there's some really nice things in there. I mean, it was a nice way for people that followed the Fox films and stuff like that throughout the years and seen all those films before. It was a nice send off for people that invested a lot of time into those franchises that are not going anywhere else. It was a good way to end off those characters. The dumbest.
Yeah, I will say this: I did like seeing. I did like seeing one character back because I felt like
nobody expected that. By the way, nobody expected that.
I really was happy to see that, and it kind of made me a bit nostalgic, for that character, and was like, but yeah.
But it's like we're watching a video, and the guy was one of those critics that make me cringe. And he said, "Why weren't there more X-Men in this movie?" And I mean, that's the entire arc of Wolverine's character. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked, dude. Wouldn't have worked.
I'm glad Pearl Sampo was awesome because I've got the Blu-ray. I just haven't watched it.
It's a great film. It really is. I got the Blu-ray. I ended up in Canada at the time, and Pearl came out, and he had it on sale when it came out initially at Walmart, and he had it was $10 for the DVD and $10 for the Blu-ray. What? So, needless to say, I bought the Blu-ray.
You should at the same price.
Yeah. And I did not know if it was going to be any good. I hadn't heard much about it at the time. I'd seen X and I liked it, but I liked Mia Goth because Mia Goth, sexy cat.
I love her voice. Her normal voice is brilliant. I love her normal voice.
Isn't it so weird when when she talks? And she's just one of my favorite people when she's being interviewed because she's like, oh, so what would you have done if you weren't an actor? And she's like, I haven't done anything in my life, but I tried to go.
Also, I love how she kind of snaps out of like this trance when she's asked a question, and then she just starts talking. It's just really interesting,
She's one of the most fascinating women going out right now, and she's really good. You ever seen Pearl and Max? You got to see them, man.
Well, apparently there's talks they're going to make 2 more.
I wonder how they'll do it. I mean, like, there's definitely ways they can go with it. The ending of Maxine, like, we're not giving into it, but the very
of course, because I saw it,
end sequence, that messed me up. That scene, that right at the end scene, even though, like, it's not a jump scare, it's not a threatening scene, it's nothing like that. It's just the way that it was. It just, you know what I mean? It gave me the chills. But
it was
that song playing,
realistic.
Well, the 3 of them are completely different. So even if you don't like X, it doesn't really matter for the other 2 films. Like, Maxine is nothing like X. Pearl is nothing like the other 2 films. There are 3 different films. X is a elevated slasher. That's what X is meant to be. It's going to be a slasher film with characters that are more deep and more likable than just the regular trope that you see in a slasher film. That's what X is meant to be. Pearl is more of a character drama with heightened, like, Pearl. You've seen the character Pearl from X. This is a prequel. It is, she's not the character that she is in X, but it's that journey to find out how that character gets to the character that we see in X. It's a brilliant film. David Cornswell, who's playing Superman now, he's in the film. He's got one of the lead roles. And Maxine, as like Malcolm mentioned before, even though I wasn't a massive fan of it, the 80s aesthetic and the way it was shot is so...
It's perfect. It's beautiful. It took me back. Lovely. Yeah. Love Kevin Bacon's character, everything. I love all that, I thought it was incredible that way.
The reveal of the killer was weak. I'll agree with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
That said that. But, I see where they went with it. But I knew, like, maybe 10 minutes going in. Like, I'll be honest, I guess that went pretty early. I was like, some things gave it away. But there's a couple sequences in that I just cringed. The alleyway scene. Oh,
yeah. That scene was amazing. Bust a nut, huh?
Oh. But yeah, well, we went totally off topic there for a second, as we always do. But that's the fun part of these videos. This is not a buy for me unless something comes in. If tomorrow I win the lotto and I got a ton of disposable income, then I'd buy it. But if you don't have any of these films and you got the disposable income to get this, it's a wonderful set for film lovers. The films on here, there's a lot of fantastic
film student. If someone like Alex, the Trinder man, when he was in uni, had the money, and he hadn't seen these, and he got the set, I'd go, wow, you got a beautiful set. You got a perfect set for this because you're going to learn so much about cinema. So I do agree with you there.
Isn't there? Don't Look Now is something I expected to be there because that did get picked a few times in the Criterion Closet. Just go again.
Why isn't Belle de Jour in there?
So let's say, I'm going to go through the films one more time, and I want to get your basically quick snapshot thoughts. We'll go on what we think of the film. Deserves it, yay or nay, thumbs up, thumbs down type thing.
All right. I'm not going to go into too many details. So you want me to go good film, thumbs up kind of thing?
Yeah, deserves to be here. Basically, you think it deserves to be here, or if you want to say, okay, this is a good one, but I'd prefer this film by this director instead.
Oh God!
There you go. Off the top of your head.
Put me on the spot.
Putting you on the spot. There you go. So, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Fellini's 8.5.
Brilliant film. Shouldn't be in the set. I say John Walker should have been in there instead.
I think this is one that I think does need to be in the set, because this is an anchor, much like
I'm just saying because this is a different release.
This is the anchor for Criterion.
Because it's in a different release. That's all.
Tokyo Story.
Brilliant film.
One of Uzu's best.
Thumbs up.
There's another one. What was it? Though it's about these two kids. It's a Good Morning. You know, with the TV.
Yeah, I think so. I'm a little bit brain dead. Admit what you're talking about.
God, what's it called?
What is Mel going to do with his collection? Would he donate all to the film archive?
Yeah, Good Morning.
It'd get buried with me.
It's called Good Morning.
I'd probably send. I'll tell you what I'd probably do with it. I'd probably send it all to. I'd probably send it all to Darth Sidious, and then he would watch them and say he didn't like most of them. And probably only like 6
with chloroform. All that jazz.
He knows I'm joking. Okay. Okay. You asked me if I think they should be replaced. I only said 8.5 weeks because it's already in a set. If it wasn't in a set, I wouldn't have said that. I do think it should be in this set as that.
So what about All That Jazz?
Yeah, I think that's a good film.
Shut up.
I've only seen it once, so don't remember it very well. But so yeah.
Bicycle Thieves.
Oh, brilliant! Thumbs up.
There's a favorite of mine, actually. Alex Cox, Repo Man.
What's his last name?
Alex Cox.
Repo Man. That's got 4K in it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be replaced. That should be replaced if it's got 4K.
Naked, Mike Lee.
That's the David Frelis film, right? The one, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good film. I've got the BFI edition. Yeah, definitely should be in there.
Jules and Jim.
Yes.
Being There, Peter Sellers.
Got to be. Thumbs up.
What a masterful film that is, you know? What a wonderful performance. Yeah. One of the greats.
Yep.
Jean-Luc Godard's Weekend.
Yeah, gun, and I'll give that a thumbs up.
There's some amazing sequences in that film. Yee.
Kegi, that doesn't surprise you. Alex Cox was your mentor. What's the next one?
Oh no, you were serious. It really was his mentor. Yee.
Yee. Oh yeah, that one's good.
Night of the Hunter.
Perfect film.
It is.
That's awesome, Kegi. I didn't know you made a short film. You have to tell me what it is so I can look it up.
Pickpocket.
Oh, that's great. I've got the BFI. That's brilliant.
Obviously, for me, the next one is 100% a yes. Sweet Smell of Success.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, guys, if you ever want to write a movie and you're looking at like
Tony Curtis
how to write dialogue for a film, watch The Sweet Smell of Success. There's no better course for writing dialogue than Sweet Smell of Success. And if you're editing a film, watch Don't Look Now.
Definitely.
On the Waterfront.
On the Waterfront. Donna recommended that to me, and I watched it for the first time a couple of years ago, and it was like,
really?
Yes, Marlon Brando, yeah.
You could have been a contender. You could have been someone. I love that movie, actually. Rod Steiger's amazing in that film. Do the Right Thing.
You can't say a bad thing about that, so thumbs up.
It's a classic one. One of my favorite Spike Lees, actually. Yeah. It's not my favorite Spike Lee, but it's definitely...
I'm surprised your favorite Spike Lee isn't Old Boy.
Nah, I like the original. Ratcatcher.
You know what? For years, I thought that was a different film.
Really? What did you think it was Ratman?
No, I thought it was. There's a cheap horror movie called the same title. I thought it was that, and I was like, why are they releasing that? But yeah, good one, brilliant.
Very good film. Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Oh, that one's brilliant.
Mirror is here. Andrei Tarkovsky.
Can't go wrong with Tarkovsky. So thumbs up.
Barry Lyndon. I got to rewatch this one actually. I haven't seen this when I was a kid.
Yeah, throw that one out and replace it with Camp Blood.
I'd say put a Clockwork Orange in there. That Criterion.
There you go.
Safe.
Brilliant film.
Seconds.
Awful film.
Slap.
I only said that because you like it so much. It's a good film.
His Girl Friday.
His Girl Friday. Brilliant film. Everybody should see that.
Yeah, a classic. And it really is. When you want to know, like, screwball comedy, this is definitively the screwball comedy. Watch His Girl Friday and watch Arsenic and Old Lace, and you know screwball comedy.
Yeah. True screwball comedy.
Bloody hell. Mishimi, A Life in 4 Chapters. Paul Schrader.
Brilliant.
Y tu mamá también.
I think I've got the BFI of that.
Have you seen it?
Seen it once. It was good, but I only remember it by the name. I don't remember it so much because.
Oh, trust me, dude. This is the one. Like, it's got some memorable sequences. It's a fairly sexy film.
Okay, maybe I'm forgetting it then. So, I think I know I own it. So,
That's a sexy film. You like that, right? My Own Private Idaho.
Great film.
Here's another one actually that I really like. Actually, 2000s Love and Basketball.
Oh, that's a really good one. I enjoyed that.
This one you never heard of before. Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, never heard of that one. When that done by some hack.
Ace in the Hole.
Ace in the Hole. That's what I say to my wife every night. So yeah, I like that film.
It's a brilliant film. Three Women.
Good film.
Sissy Spacek. Fantastic. Shelley Duvall, rest in peace. She's wonderful in this film. The Red Shoes. Got Pelham Pressburger.
Red Shoes. I got it on 4K. Good film.
I love it. I
actually imported it from America.
Down by Law, Jim Jarmusch.
Good film.
Opening sequence in that film, brilliant.
Definitely.
La Ciénaga.
What was that?
La Ciénaga. We'll go with that.
Okay. I'll just say good.
It's an Argentinian film.
Yeah.
Wanda.
Good film.
Yeah. House.
Brilliant. If people haven't seen that, they need to. It's a good film.
It is a batshit insane film, and I love it.
Yeah. So the Doom should have been in there as well, while I think of it.
Sullivan's Travels. This is one of my faves.
Yeah, good one.
Joel McCrea plays a director that wants to make a movie basically about like human suffering, wants to be real serious about it, except he goes into, pretends to be a hobo, but he's still really rich. So, it was a good movie. The Battle of Algiers is here.
Oh, really good one.
Cassavetes, A Woman Under the Influence.
I'll just say yeah, because it's in the set now.
It is, yeah, but I think if you're going to put a Cassavetes in there, this is probably the one.
Yeah, sure.
Cleo from 5 to 7.
Good film.
I got a story about that after, by the way. Persona.
Hey! Decent.
In the Mood for Love.
Classic. In the Mood for Love is one of the greatest films of all time.
A selection of Criterion Closet Picks videos.
So the question is, who's when it says selection, does it mean like 5?
You probably 40. I'd say 40.
Oh yeah, I guess because they could do one per one, couldn't they?
Down by Law is amazing. Early Jarmusch. Jarmusch was here in Morocco. Actually, when I went to the first film festival I went to. What an amazing conversationalist that guy is, and a very giving person too. Are you mixed on Solvent Travels? Really, okay? It's such a good film. I mean, this is a great set. I can't deny that the films in the set are not really good.
It's going to be a heavy one.
Oh yeah. Hin said she's changed her mind. She wants to buy 2 copies.
No, it's all Blu-ray. It's all Blu-ray, Keg. It's not 4K. No, some of them are on 4K.
No, some of these wouldn't work with 4K anyway. Some of the way some of these movies were shot, they're never getting to 4K.
Oh, but I'm saying they could have put the 4K discs in, but then, boys, you put the 4K discs in of the ones that are on 4K, and if some buys them, they got a Blu-ray player. That's the problem, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing. Like as much as 4K is like come, like farther, it's still not mainstream for a lot of people.
It was actually really good. It was actually really good. Dave said, yes, I watched it for Lacey Shaber and Brendan Elliott, and it was really nice. I enjoyed it. I gave it, I think, a 3.
I mean, I think that's the thing too. Like at the price point that it's at, I still think the price is a little high. I think price is high. I can't go
$400 max. I think it should have been.
Because $400, because then at the Criterion half price that's $200. That's a nice sweet spot. Everybody buys this at $200, I think.
Yeah.
Buys at $200.
You also got to think about people on a budget as well. That's the problem.
Hin's is like waiting to say something. So
people during the Criterion sale spend that much money, if not more.
Yeah.
Think about it.
But they don't want to spend on just one title. Well, it's 40.
It's not one title. It's 40 titles.
Yeah, that is.
It's $15 a disc. This is not during the sale, they get that just this much, movies as they would do for just buying that set.
That's true.
It is not that
That's
much.
true. I've watched a lot of Criterion hauls.
It might not be that much, but it is in one thing when you're looking at like one set. That's the problem, I think.
But the thing is, like, I think what the thing to get a pass.
It's a lot. But
it's not. You can't think of it as one. You have to think of it as 40.
Oh no, but I'm saying the average person is going to see it as one set. That's where the thing is there. Yeah, it's multiple movies, but it's like when I pick up, let's say, the Black Emmanuel set, even though it's multiple movies, I'm like, oh, it's one set in this cell. Can I afford? Do you see what I mean? It's the thinking behind it, isn't it? I mean, the average person will probably think of it that way, but somebody will go, oh, it's 40 movies. So if I break that down by this and that, and they'll probably want to buy it. But yeah, I'm just saying that's what it's a bit above too. It's pretty decent.
Yeah, if it was $399, that would be like a wonderful price, I think.
Well, since it costs them nothing, as Hin said earlier, technically they could have done it at that price.
it didn't cost that much, that's for sure.
Yeah, like really, it's just I mean,
they got the license. They got they
already got the films. All they have to do is make the packaging, right? Make the book. I do agree, actually. I think this is an excellent Christmas present for somebody that doesn't have these films. Yeah, and if you got a film lover in your house, there we go. Like Cinema here, Attack said he spent $300 last year.
Yeah.
And that's normal. I mean, like that's the average. Like we spent we've
spent $600, $700.
Yeah.
On Criterion before.
Yeah, God, no problem. Like, especially in St. John's, not really blinking.
The other thing too, and maybe I'm overreaching here, but bear with me.
All right.
I think that hardcore Criterion people, no, not you. Hardcore Criterion people only buy Criterion.
Oh, you mean like that guy we used to watch the video and
there are people that
every month you
exclusively. So when you think about their movie collecting, they're certainly not going into
Cinema Dave.
Vinegar Syndrome or Severin, or that's not their type of movies. They're into, I'm sorry to say, most of the time snobby, movies. So there is a market for this.
Were you gonna say quality cinema and you stopped?
No, it's quality. No, I appreciate cheese. I appreciate the schlocky stuff more so than I appreciate.
I think we all like cheese.
Yeah. So I think that the more I think about it, there is definitely a good market. This is not stupid. They have not made a mistake. They've done.
This is gonna sell. I think we all know this is. There's this.
It's going to sell them enough to be a success. I don't know how many that means, but I don't think that they're going to be hurting, saying, "Oh, this is staying on the shelf." The Bergman was a risk. The Bergman set.
I don't think so.
It sold well, but it was a risk.
Not for Criterion.
It was a risk. Fellini was not a risk. Varda was a risk.
I don't think.
I
like Varda, the underpackaged Varda set. I think they took
no
chance with Varda.
It's Varda also. It's not.
And they put her husband's set out there.
Brilliant, but Fellini was going to sell anyways. That's why people were waiting for him. Kurosawa was always going to sell.
But they haven't done Kurosawa yet.
They will. they will. That's always going to sell. These are some. You know which one are gonna go. Bergman was a risk. It was okay, but it's still on the shelf.
I think Bergman was their proof of concept, and I think it paid off.
It was a risk. Again, like there are.
I think you have a bias against Bergman, a BAB.
Well, maybe. I do have a bias because I find it boring.
# funky stuff.
Funky stuff. $7.99. Yeah. So on next sale, that'll be just about the price. I think we'll probably pick up one for each closet in the house.
We're not picking this up. We don't have to. We really don't have to.
You don't need to pick it up.
Like, here's the thing. Both me and Malcolm got Buy Me a Coffees in that description. Buy us at Criterion. Buy me and Malcolm at Criterion.
Guys, if you buy me the Criterion, you've also got to help me pay for shipping to get over it. I just realised if I bought that and got that imported here, I'd get customs charges as well.
Get it from Metaluna. It's Paris.
And I'd still get custom charges because it'd be from France.
Well, let's say charges from France, charges from America. Oh, really hard choice there.
Yeah, true, but it costs more, wouldn't it?
It depends. Depends on sale. Bergman's probably cleaning for Keg. So Keg agrees with you, and
yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't.
I'm right.
How can you not want to sit down and watch, like, guy, playing chess with death? Huh?
I put the Seventh Seal on.
That's not Seventh Seal is not his best film.
Seventh Seal is the most intriguing and interesting one.
I'm going to tell you right now, Seventh Seal is overrated.
Aaron, boring.
Someone with Lola is really good.
Absolutely boring.
It's not boring. Jules and Jim.
Boring. I don't care about existential shit.
Yeah, enough existential. This in your life.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, I don't need to.
As you can see, she's a massive Bergman fan. I waited till I came to Morocco to watch this set, but I think I might have to watch it again with Hint because she's.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss out.
You'll have to binge watch it.
Yeah, like watch this one and Emmanuel, and just see which one is the better set.
I can assure you, you'd get more bored of Black Emmanuel before you would
Genuinely.
Bergman.
Boring.
How would you find Black Emmanuel boring?
Because it's boring. What is it? It's like I'm a photographer. I'm going in the jungle and getting fucked by everyone.
What the hell?
And most of the time, not even wanted to. Either.
That is not what happens in that movie.
Oh, please.
Just a few people.
It's definitely hinted at in the movies.
Yeah. Hoard with a buddy and split the customs. There you go.
Yeah. I need to do that, actually.
Be like, I'll pay for the customs and you pay for the movie, for the set.
Yes, that's right.
There you go. That's a fair deal. You pay like $60 for customs charges and they pay $800 for the set. That special gets into the video description. She's dominating. She really is. I keep trying to get her on Darth Sidious. And I am getting her in for a video in the video magazine in the near future. So I'm dangling that membership thing. We've got one member. I got one member.
You remember?
Yes, I do. So somebody is able to use these special emojis.
Is that member Darth Sidious?
No, it's not actually. It's Indy.
Oh, Indie Phantom.
Yeah, was the first person that
I can't see it. When I look on my phone, I can't see the join button.
It's in the right in the description part of it. Like it's there. So I always put it into the thing. So that way, when you're, for those that want to, like, it's $1.99 Canadian to join up and get like once a month, like film watch parties and like exclusive videos and stuff like that. Right now, there's like the Batman, the Cape Crusader, the complete series review is up there. The magazine, video magazine's up there.
Nice.
You gotta be like gotta every day I'm shuffling.
You've got to be a part of the elite to see it.
And get like people like Hind, and I want to do some videos where I want to be talking to different collectors on here. I like talk to Malcolm. I like talk to some of you guys that are down with it.
I've said yes. I've said yes.
There you go. Would you talk on camera though?
You won't even talk to me on camera.
Well, I'm not going to deny that. Again, Blow Up is a absolutely fantastic film.
It's not on the set.
No, they don't have any Antonio.
That's surprising.
I don't think they put it out.
Oh, they didn't?
Huh. I don't think they have money. Hey, Cake became a member. Thank you. I've only got a couple of emojis planned to get, but if you can see them, feel free to try one.
Tell them I'll do a video with you on Patreon. I don't do YouTube.
And membership one.
And the membership one, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't.
She doesn't like coming on the regular channel. That's why.
I don't want to be on YouTube. That's not what I signed up for. I just period. But I'll do, and I'll talk about. Maybe we can do the board game because that's one of my interests.
I've been trying to ground for
that sounds good, actually. Do you know what? I think if you are one, you should do one of Hind's interests because I think that's better. It's different and it's something like Hind's interested in. That's what I do with Donna. So
I know we tried this right there. It didn't go through, did it? Like I think maybe we got to try them one at a time. I'm not quite sure how it works for the stickers. But there's like, I'm putting in more. Like apparently, I can put it in up to 5 or 6, and then I need to get up to 8 members, and then I can put in more emojis. So for the emojis and stuff, you got to go in, and they got to be one by one. So you got to go in and actually reformat them, like resize them. So I had to do that.
Are the emojis of like your face?
No, not me. I'm not that vain too. No, they're like movie emojis, like different things from different films. And the way the badge system is done is so every month that you're signed up, you get like there's a different badge that you get. So I think the first month it's called a cinema, like the badge, and it goes through like different badges.
Did you say Cult of Edging?
Cinema.
Did you say Cult of Cinema, and then the next month's Cult of Edging?
A Cult of Giallo.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you said edging.
I can add polls now. Yeah,
okay.
it should be able to. Because that'll be coming up, and if you guys are interested in seeing him on the in those videos, we'll definitely, because definitely she can definitely dominate a conversation in a good way. She's way more entertaining than me at times, like tonight. So there you go. And she always gives her honest opinion. But she knows same way that I collect films, she has this razor sharp mind when it comes to her board games. And she knows her stuff. Like, she really knows her stuff. Maddie, that is so wrong.
What?
Called him dog.
I'm sure Matty knows all about dogging.
Kelly would not be happy with that.
Somebody asked me once in this chat if I knew about dogging because I was English. And the truth is, I do, because my dad was obsessed with it when I was a kid.
I did not, by the way. I watched this.
I didn't go and see it myself, but he was obsessed with it. So he was always talking about it because he was a pervert.
To me, doggy means walking a dog. I'm just leaving it at that.
Whoa.
Or the other version, like with a yo-yo, when you do the walk.
Walking the dog.
That took me forever to learn, by the way, when I was
I could never do the yo-yo tricks.
I could, but not very well. I sucked at it a little bit. Hey, Monkey, welcome.
It was Matty. See, he asked me, and that's why, because he loves the dogging. Monkey swinging in.
But it is fun. I mean, I'm excited. We're getting you on the video.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to seeing Hind in the video. My dad's a pervert monkey.
Well, obviously, it's not me. Out of all the people on here, I'm the most innocent.
Ooh.
Don't look.
No comment.
Oh no, wait. We got a little kitty in the background. He's definitely the most innocent. Although he caught up my ear tonight.
Hi. Hi.
Ooh.
And there's a lot more coming up actually for the. I'm a missed off monkey today. I'm gonna guess that's the P word, right? You're a pissed off monkey.
Yep.
And
what's up, monkey? Why are you upset?
Is it because you didn't get the Criterion set yet, or are you upset, monkey, that Hind has not yet said we need this Criterion set?
I live vicariously through weird movies and stories. That's where as much fun as I get into. Do you know what? I think every man, especially when they get married or they have responsibilities, does. I believe that, mate. So you're not alone there.
And what's wrong with that? Like, that's why we're here, man. Yeah, exactly.
You know, whether it's being James Bond or wanting to feel like you're the sex god in the Amazon, whoa, or if you want to feel like you're the director of such classics as Bat Pussy.
You're obsessed with Bat Pussy.
It's because there's a scene in it where he says to her about, you know what, right? He says it's like an open tumble dryer that never shuts.
That's a weird ass film.
I love it.
I mean,
That's a great film.
So yeah, if you guys want to, we'll get Hind in here soon for the not on here, of course, for the membership Patreon stuff, and
yeah, I don't do YouTube.
Yeah,
public YouTube is.
She's this is like I said before, and we said this with Malcolm on it before, like because he's better off Donna as well. So like they didn't sign up for us. This we did.
I can understand fully why Hind doesn't want to do normal YouTube, because when Donna did it, it was absolutely horrible for her. Yeah, she got emotional. People were horrible back.
I'm a petty person.
It's true. Like if you ever, what's that Jay and Silent Bob movie? We're at we're basically at the end of the movie. They look at all the people that like said like crappy stuff about them and kind of fly door to door and beat them up. That's hint.
So I don't want to get in any trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Monkey. What are your thoughts on it then, Monkey?
76 videos, 7 days of watching Adam's Family Values. When I get announced on 4K, no one reached out to me. Oh yeah, actually, you know, I thought about you when I know when that when that got mentioned, because you mentioned it on here. Like you mentioned it on there.
Awful, absolutely awful way to be treated.
Adam's Family Values finally gets to 4K.
That's both of them now, isn't it? On 4K.
The first one already did the first one already out in 4K?
That's what I mean. They're both on 4K now.
Yeah. Now next we need to get the Tim Curry
reunion. The reunion one.
But everybody's waiting for another like Monsters movie from Rob Zombie. No,
the thing is, I bought that. This tells you how bad I am, right? I bought it.
I couldn't get through.
Yeah, I never ever actually planned to put on.
You mean the Rob Zombie?
The Rob Zombie one. Once I saw it was a PG, I was like, I can't watch it.
I tried to defend it because the people were really going hard on it, and I'm like,
Alex,
hey, Alex, welcome, man. Unfortunately, it was not a good film, which is a shame because I know he liked it.
Oh, you know what, Keke, you're right. That's how my wife was when we started making home videos.
Study.
Oh yeah, the thing is, like,
she started making home movies.
She has no problem going on video. It's just not on regular YouTube. She's like, basically, we made a basically deal that she would come on, but she would only come on for like Patreon membership videos. That way, as like a wrestling company, that way it's easier to control the narrative. So
since it's only Patreon video, guys, I'm going to start a Patreon, and I'm going to invite Hind on to do all these videos with me on there. All right, because she does them on Patreon.
I've got her exclusive.
I'm not that interesting. So that's fine.
I'm a fan of Rob Zombie, but never saw Monsters. It's
oh God. Imagine if he
Rob Zombie was at one point. He was going to remake the Blob, but he wasn't going to have any Blob in it. So that was a choice.
Now you got to give him one thing for that movie. The casting of Gomez was good. People bitched about that.
You think?
Yeah.
For the Monsters. That's the Adam Sandler.
Oh no, for the Monsters.
Yeah, like Rob Zombie and the Monsters.
Yeah.
The grandpa, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Grandpa was excellent.
Grandpa was perfect.
He was. He looked like him.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a great actor. Like, he's a really good actor. I remember him from Matlock.
Oh, was he Matlock?
Yeah, he was his assistant.
His assistant? He was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he was like.
I'll never make the connection.
He's in all of Rob Zombie's films.
Is it?
Yeah. He was the.
I don't watch Rob Zombie.
He was the club owner of the Rabbit in Red in the Halloween films. He's the first victim at the beginning of 31. God, he's pretty much an album, I think.
So basically, he's one of Rob Zombie's own people that's in every movie.
Yeah, like, I think, like, people say, like, drag on that sometimes, but I think every like decent like director that has like that has a vision have people that they work with on a regular basis. Tim Burton works with Helena Bonham Carter and a
bit like Johnny Toe with Lamb Surratt.
Exactly.
Oh, big news, guys! Big news. Right, there's a Birdemic 4 and 5 coming out.
Are you serious?
Seriously, yeah. They're coming out next year and 2027.
Now, don't you feel silly about that like 3-pack? And they're going to
not really, because it's got a really cool lenticular.
It's just like the Criterion box set.
Dude, you're gonna rebuy it.
Double dip again.
But the difference is they're in individual cases inside, so I can just take them out.
You need to, but what if you get a bigger lenticular box, sexual lenticular box?
Ooh, then we're cooking, aren't we? Oh yeah, that's true, Matty. You gotta love the char yun fat. Here's a question for people in the chat, because I don't know if people were, but since Matty brought it up, what do people think of John Woo remaking The Killer in America with a female lead, and I think it's a male policeman, I believe. So, what do people think about that?
What do you think, Hind? What do you think about that?
Why not? Doves flying by. Explosion.
It's one of his classics.
Yeah.
I don't see what he chose for the lead.
He chose the girl who's in Fast and the Furious. You know the one who's, I don't know her name, but the one who's
the girl from Game of
between
Thrones?
Tyrone Gibson and Ludacris. You know their love interests.
Oh, screw Fast and the Furious. She was in Game of Thrones. She was
yeah, she's Daenerys. She was with Daenerys, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was like her second in, like the really, really, really attractive.
Yeah.
Dark girl.
That.
Hell yeah, I'm there, man. I'm 100% there on that one. Yep. That is. I cannot wait to see that.
I can't. For me, I'm not that excited by it, but I'm seeing it as a separate movie. So, in my view, it's a separate movie because of the time frames. So, I'm going to watch it as the movie it is instead of comparing it to the original, because it's not going to be the original, is it? Because different times.
Well, it's never going to be. I mean, but then again, this could be the next. It could be its own thing. It could be the next thing or the next.
That's what I mean. So,
because that happens. I mean, we get like people are always saying, like, oh man, like sequels or remakes are horrible. Remakes ruin the world and all this type of stuff. And some of our classic films that we got that are we think of as like untouchables were remakes. That they started as remakes.
And we're talking about an action movie. Again.
Yeah, true.
It's not Shakespeare.
Well, it is. Like, did you not see the way those doves fly?
Yeah, I know. That's very poetic. That's right. Excuse me, I made a mistake.
Now, if you realize that those with Zack Snyder, those doves will be flying a lot slower, though.
I think a lot of my problem with modern John Woo stuff is it's been more TV quality, like Manhunt was, and but I want to see him get directing again, mainstream, so that he gets more work, because he is one of the best action directors of all time. The new Crow film looks shit.
Did you like Trap? I'm very intrigued by Trap. Actually, I really want to see
that. Stephen Chow movies, very hit and miss upon who you are, I would say. If I'm in the mood for something really, really silly, I love them. But if I'm not, they can go a bit over my head. So sometimes I feel like you have to watch them multiple times. It depends on your move.
The new Crow film. The new Crow film looks bad, I will say. I'm not gonna lie, it does look bad.
It looks awful.
Vince Russo, please, based on the TK, Vince Russo is delusional. Mans are trying to buy AW. Shane is either going to end up going into AW for a little bit, or he's leveraging this meeting to try and get WB to like hire him back by using this as leverage. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We missed an opportunity to have Doves and Prince in the same movie. That's true.
John Woo's Purple
like Prince
Rain.
walking by, some doves crying. We don't know. Show some Purple Rain. Well, you can't show that in a John Woo movie. But looked up, my kiddies. Purple Rain doesn't mean what you think it means. That'll be
What's
quite
interesting is that used to be Dusty Rhodes' entrance music back in the old NWA days.
It did not.
Yeah, it was. No, seriously, it was.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
You know what Purple Rain means, right? Just so we're on the same page.
Yeah, I know where it is, but I'm saying he came out to the ring with it.
That is different.
I know because I'd pirated discs of events, and he used to come out to it. And
That's
I
like
actually put it on YouTube, and they blocked it years ago.
It's like coming to Shebop. It's like it just makes no sense. They're both about a similar thing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go that far, like just commit to Darling Nikki. There you go. I'm a massive Prince fan, by the way, guys.
Love Trap and came out thinking I love the soundtrack, but the last 20 minutes felt like I was watching Criminal Minds. Yeah, that don't surprise me. A little bit.
I'm interested in it because I like Josh Hartnett, just but I'm intrigued by this one. I like the fact that the twist is kind of out there. So so you're not like, oh, I wonder where this is going. We know he's a killer. Like they start telling the trailer, he's a killer and he's trying to get away. It's a ludicrous premise, but that's what I love about it. Is it just that he's not taking this movie too seriously. Now you liked Lady in the Water, like one a lot of people didn't like, didn't you? Because me and him had a disagreement early on. I said I didn't like Lady in the Water, and she like vigorously defended Lady in the Water for about 2 hours one evening.
I still do.
She had that was one of the movies that she had in her collection when we met. Phoenix Times releasing Stephen Chow movie called Love on Delivery. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I ordered it and I saw Aaron talking about it. He just skipped by it and said it was 2 of the worst releases in the list.
I didn't say it was 2 of the worst releases. I just said like, out of the one other release.
You said they were at the bottom of the list.
Yes. Compared to the other ones that were on the list that I like, personally, what I liked. So basically, it's okay. Obviously, I'm going to put the Killer Kid movie up first because I really love that film. I mean, I haven't seen the movie. The movie might suck. The movie might be good. I hope if it's getting trash, I hope it's getting trash for the right reason, not for like silly reasons. If it's getting trash because it's a bad movie, that's one with Kate Blanchett, right?
What is that?
Just so they made a video game movie called Borderlands, right? I used to have it.
Yeah, I know what.
Kate Blanchett stars in the movie, which is an odd choice. But well, Josh Hartnett's he's dead now. He's at that age.
Though, sadly, monkey. Cinema Tax, you could be right. Maybe he did only come out once to it. I know it was on one of the events I had. So
Tech really liked to Lady in the Water.
Yeah, well, there you go. People with good taste.
Mr. Go,
I haven't seen Mr. Go, but it sounds interesting.
I mean, I've seen so many of those like monkey gorilla movies back because I grew up like in that era of things like everyone.
That was 11 years ago.
Kate Blanchett and Eli Roth directing. Not touching that.
Look, Mr. Go.
On this channel. No, I did like Thanksgiving. I'll say I did like Thanksgiving.
I thought Thanksgiving was actually very surprising. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, I mean it was good.
That's the movie.
I will say one thing, like I did like it, though I do think
I know what you asked me now. Movie Palace, I know what you asked me now. No, I haven't seen it, but I'm going to put it on my to watch list. So thank you for bringing it up.
Apparently, Alan thinks you should have Moon Garden.
What is that?
Moon Garden.
Moon Garden?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Oh.
Jack Black was the voice of Claptrap. That's a good choice, actually. Hey there, Arch. Welcome back. Oh, I should do the thing. I should mention I'm going to be reviewing Caligula. That I'm excited with that. Hin said she wants to review Caligula too.
No.
Now, Uninstructor reached out to me. What about Caligula, actually? He dated Azaia Argento. I hate him more now.
Damn.
Azaia Argento was like, that was my goddess, like back in the day. Oh.
Did you hear the good news?
There's Good Rock in the Midnight.
But there's Monkey Magic.
There was another actor that was meant to play Eli Roth's part in like Inglourious Basterds, like an actual like good actor, but I can't remember who it was.
Hey, well done, Monkey.
DVD and 4K. All right, there you go.
I love Caligula. I mean, I pre-ordered the Australian Umbrella release. And I'm looking forward to watching, I think it's what, all 5 cuts?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's fairly like an insane amount of stuff that's in those, that's in that. There, I just want to see, I got the other, I've seen the other cuts. Like, I just want to see the, I just want the new cut.
I'll never forget watching it for the first time. I think it was the Arrow release on Blu-ray years ago. You know, the one that was in the window box.
Yeah, I got that one actually.
And at that point, I just moved into my new flat, and I put it on, and I was like, "Oh, okay, here we go." And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing white stuff flying everywhere. When I come back in the room, I'm like, "What's happening here?" I'm like, because I went to get a drink, I was like, "Oh," and then I was like, rewinding it and going, "Oh,
it is."
Great film.
It was a classic. I mean, like, it's obviously. Hind, was that one of your favorite movies of all time?
What?
Cleek is one of your favorite movies of all time?
No.
I think it was. I tell you one thing, it did make me totally fall in love with Helen Mirren, though.
Yes, I saw In a Violent Nature, the news, awful. Painful.
I watched it, but I got to rewatch it. This is a famous clip of John Carpenter saying Eli Roth came to Masters of Horror dinner with Azaia Argento. He was sickened by that. He left. It makes sense to put Grand Illusion and a couple of other out of print Criterion's films. Wouldn't that be amazing to see some like have an out of print, like 1 or 2 Criterions? That would like really like put it over the edge, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Sure. White stuff flying everywhere, Malcolm. Sounds like me every night.
Well, obviously, Monkey says that he really likes marshmallows. He makes s'mores every night. So
I've seen you, Monkey. I've seen you in those monkey videos when the women go up to the thing to look, and then all of a sudden things start happening.
I'm talking about s'mores, kids. That's what I'm saying. I forgot. I totally lost track of what I was about to say. Yeah, I don't get what they're trying to do. I mean, like, they went, can you imagine if they did like a Friday the 13th movie and they said, okay, forget all those characters. We'll just follow Jason around for the entire film. And it'll be like fairly like.
Just painful. Yeah. And they're making a sequel.
Fan of hers and singer with hack like Roth disappointed him so much he had to leave. Yeah, that's my figure, my man.
I think we'd all feel that way, to be honest. I've seen women with people and been like, ugh, and walked out.
One of those, like, why? Why? Especially since she is, like, she did Scarlet Diva. And that, is better than anything Eli Roth will ever do. I'm sorry. Scarlet
I've
Demon.
got that film. I've got that film. You know
It's
the
a
one
great
where
film.
you know the one where apparently she got with that underage guy. I got that film somewhere. I can't remember what the film's called. That's why I said that. Do you remember what the film's called?
No, well, I don't think it was like they were like on film, but I think he was in one for films though.
Yeah, it was after the film. But I'm just saying, most people would remember the film because of that.
But that's around the time that she was going through the. Well, right through the game's better than that because it's interactive. And you have other characters in Friday the 13th, and that's why Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a better game.
Ooh,
It is. It's a better game. Like, you got to admit, the balance for Texas Chainsaw Massacre the game versus Friday the 13th game, so much better. You've got don't just have the one killer. You got like the family. You got team against team. Just it works so much. The dynamic and the whole balance of the gaming structure of it works so much better.
what about the new Dead by Daylight update where they did 2 killers and 4 survivors?
That's great, but I mean, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre's already got 3 killers and 3 survivors.
It seems a bit too much, to be honest. This is like way too many.
No, trust me, you haven't played it.
It's not they overpowered.
Have you played it?
No, I haven't played it.
Oh, okay. Well, trust me, it works. It's like before you play it, you're like, oh, this looks interesting, and then you play it, and you're like, oh, this works. Because one of the things about Friday 13th, the game, and I'm a everybody knows on this channel, I'm a massive Friday 13th fan, right? I'm probably one of the biggest Friday 13th fans on the internet. But playing Jason can be boring.
Yeah, it can be. I've played that game. It's very boring.
Like, you kind of want to play the campers a bit, right? More, right? So when you get Jason, and even with with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like playing the family's great. Playing Leatherface is my least favorite player.
No, don't say that. That's not true.
Actually, it is true. Right?
Don't ever say that, because I wanted to see Peter Dinklage be the Toxic Avenger.
Well, Peter Dinklage can do anything. Peter Dinklage can play Juliet and a new version of Romeo and Juliet. I'd be good with that.
It can't be true. Do they know why it's unreleasable?
Because studios suck.
They shouldn't have let a trailer go out if that was going to be the case. That's sad.
Batgirl. I'm still sad. I'm still salty with Batgirl, Malcolm.
Yeah. It sucks, doesn't it?
Especially you got a guy and making his comeback. There we go. Look. Give it time.
Yeah, it's actually a good point because what do you call it? They've been released, didn't they?
I haven't watched it yet. That's the thing. Like, I watched the original ones. Like, I've seen the theatrical cut, the original director's cut. I haven't seen the ultimate cut yet. I have it coming, and I've got a review thing of it as well. So, fingers crossed.
Ooh.
Roger Corman's Fantastic Four should have been released. The documentary on that, utterly fantastic.
Good.
Pun intended.
It is
Great.
good. So they're going to Peter whatever happened to this remake of Toxic Avenger.
Apparently it's been shelved right now. Unless somebody else picks it up, the studio shelved the Ragnar.
I think me and Alex need to buy the rights to it and release it.
Make that your first. Have a label that'll be your first one to put out.
Yeah, it's going to. But the label's now going to be called "It Only Gets Toxic."
It was a odd choice to remake, but I knew somebody would remake it eventually. I was kind of surprised they didn't do like Class Nukamai or Sergeant Kabuki Man first, but I guess Sergeant Kabuki Man may not work now. But
yeah,
with Toxic Avenger, that was a pretty intense film back in the day.
A woman never thought I would say those words. Oh wow,
That's not that bad. It's not good. It's not bad. And B Women was like fun. B Women's a lot of fun.
What was great was when I was watching that top 50 worst films of all time. One of them was Fat Spy, and I picked that up recently for 99 cents from Oldest. So I was like, oh dear.
Was Things on there?
No.
That list is junk.
Yeah, the list was made in 2004, so
Things were made in
I
1989.
know things already came out. I know that already come out then, but what I'm saying is it seemed like a very rushed kind of one because it was only 59 minutes. Yeah,
I'm annoyed with the Waddy Cody with Batgirl. Like there's a bunch of mistakes they made with that.
I'm still gutted. I'm still going, but they cancelled the American Ninja 6.
It's too out there. What did they think they were getting? Hey, Mike, welcome out.
Mike.
Like, it's a trauma. They're remaking a trauma film where a guy falls into toxic waste and a gang goes in and shoots a baby or a dog or something like that in one of the places. And it's a weird ass film. What did they expect? It's Toxic Avenger. It's called Toxic Avenger. Did they just watch the Toxic Crusaders cartoon and not realize what they're getting?
Probably not. I picked up the Warrior box set. Ragnar, it's a lovely set. I picked up the Pekkas one as well. I guess that's the problem nowadays. People expect too much from cinema, and you get all this trash released, right? And then they want to say, the Toxic Avenger one is terrible. It's like, has anybody seen some of these movies that get released?
Like, at a point when there's so many, like, well, here's the thing. Like, companies went so far in on the streaming stuff, Malcolm, and it hasn't paid off the way that they thought it was going to. Like, they thought, okay, we're going to do streaming, we're going to make a ton of money. We're going to be able to buy TV shows and movies like crazy. We're going to need them for all this, like all the people are going to jump onto all of our streaming services. They're going to buy this. They're going to get that. Streaming came out. So many streaming services came out. It became more expensive than cable.
It destroyed it.
And they put all their eggs in one basket, as my grandparents would say. And sadly.
Well, it's like I said to Donna the other day. I said to her, I feel like basically now we've got like digital cable companies instead of streaming services if you add it all up.
And they're not taking chances.
And I said it's getting to the point now where I'm like yesterday I cancelled 5 of my streaming services because I got fed up with paying for them.
Like I'll be honest right now. Right now we don't have Netflix. We let Netflix.
You don't have Netflix and you're on YouTube. How dare you?
Yeah, it's almost like I got a channel based on physical media. But no, I'll probably get Netflix. You know, I'll get Netflix again, Malcolm, when WWE goes to Netflix.
I get my Netflix for like £4 a month.
Are you like
because it's with Sky? It's like
we just weren't watching it. We weren't watching it, so like it was just didn't make
never the way.
Netflix. We just
I keep Netflix for Donna because Donna likes Netflix, but I never watch Netflix. Never.
Like we're at the point where like your parents were watching it, and then our parents stopped watching it too, and so we're like, nobody's using it. So it was like money going out every month that we were just for nothing.
Well, it's like Amazon. I was paying for the Acorn Media channel and the Hallmark channel on there as well, and I wasn't watching them.
That happened to me too. Like Amazon would have those like deals where like you get movies for get like channels for like 99 cents for a month or $1.99. You just end up keeping them. I'll pass that point. You don't think about it. You just
genuinely in a year we may have turned Netflix on maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
In a year.
I think watch the Dolomite movie.
Yeah.
There you go. That's our taste right there. Watch the Dolomite movie. And like a lot of stuff that I can
I miss the old Netflix. Before these other ones come on, they actually had a lot of stuff you wanted.
I saw The Sinful Nuns of St. Valentine's on Netflix originally. So there was a time Netflix was good.
And I remember watching when it first came out over here. I remember seeing Bruce Lee versus the Ninjas. You won't get on there now. And Alex, you're correct. I do like Netflix. In fact, I was watching it last night.
Netflix will be showing Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. It's pretty desperate. I have no interest in that. Mike Tyson
That's not true. When we're not on camera, you're always raving for Jake Paul.
Recipes are behind, yeah.
It was so sad because when he died, his wife was asking people to send messages about his movies, before he died, because it was cheering him up.
Yeah, I know, it's something.
And then all of a sudden, he passed away. It was very gutting because the guy, I think a lot of people don't give the guy as much credit as they should.
I mean, he was like, look at the movie that he did, like he put on Vinegar Syndrome, Alien from LA, right?
Yeah.
That turned out. When I watched it when I was a kid, I was so peeved because Kathy Ireland didn't get nude. Because I was like, kid. Then I got to watch it as an adult, and I'm like, damn, like there's for the budget, there's such good world building in this film. Just it amazed me.
He did one of my favorite movies, if I'm correct, Cyborg.
There you go.
He does.
Pluto TV is totally free. I have Tubi. I'll watch Tubi every once in a while. I do watch Tubi every once in a while.
I love it myself.
I watched Terror Train remake way more than I should have because it's not a very good film. But it's just a comfort moment one for me. And it has like a Newfoundland actor on it, which actually is really cool.
I hate Pluto TV because the adverts. Same as Tubi. I can't watch Tubi because the adverts.
The adverts on Tubi used to be really bad, but they're not anymore.
They are over here. Over here, they're like 90 seconds.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, it's not good here. And the thing is, like, which one do you watch? Don't you have VPN?
I couldn't watch the American one on my TV with the VPN. It won't let me. It kept just going black screen.
Yeah,
American I just didn't bother.
But yeah,
Cyborg's a really good one. I think that's my favorite one of his movies, Matty.
Cyborg's really good. I like to. What was the movie that I wanted to? I was about to mention something. That's going to stop sharing soon, actually, because this one only goes for 2 hours. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Malcolm's favorite movie is the remake. That's what he said. He likes the Terror Train remake way better than the original.
Oh yeah, I did. Actually, I don't. I like number 2.
Oh, that's a classic. That is so bad. I like the first one better than that. I
don't get me wrong. I get why people like Pluto TV and Tubi. I really do, because they've got some great movies on there, especially in America. America, Tubi is amazing. All right. Yeah. I just can't deal with the adverts every for 50 to 90 seconds, because if I wanted that, I would just watch normal TV. I don't want to watch normal TV. I want to watch a film without being interrupted. That's one of the reasons I like physical media. I can put the movie in and I can watch it, and I don't worry about interruptions. That's my biggest problem.
What do you think the new 8-1-1 films release for Sword and the Sorcerer?
I'm excited for it, except I already have the Shout Factory, and apparently it's all the same as the Shout Factory, except obviously the box and the book and that.
The box is really, really nice.
The box is really nice. If I didn't already have the 4K and I wasn't being careful with money, I would probably have bought it.
Like I don't have either version of this one. And it's Lee Horsley. We played Matt Houston, but if you're old enough to remember that.
Yeah. I think because I bought the Shout Factory version, which sadly is still sealed. Night Game, The Loch Ness. Burning Paradise. Matty, did you like Burning Paradise? It was a good film.
Did you burn your
Yes.
need a
No. All right.
and trying to have a bagel, and the cats are like very interested.
I do like those channels, Film Watcher. I mean, I was watching when I was in America. I used to watch the dog rescue. I can't remember what one that was on. I think it was on Animal Planet or something, the channel on Pluto TV. And I used to lay in bed and have dog rescue on with Alan Davis. And I used to just enjoy watching that, but I was in bed, so I didn't really care so much about the adverts because it was to watch basically while I was dozing off. But yeah, I like those channels. I think it's great to have channels. They have it over here as well. What's the other one? There's Pluto TV. There was another one. It wasn't Toby, but there was another one. That's a great place for them. Yeah, it does. It's a brilliant film, Matty. It's funny because Vinegar Syndrome released it, and then Eureka released it, and Blade of Fury is a really good one if you ain't seen it. And so is Pedicab Driver. I'd recommend them to you if you like Burn Paradise.
I want to see a company put out Kamen Rider, but with the fact that it's with Toho really bothers me because I know they're not going to get a really good release. Simon McCorkindale was, of course, in the series Manimal, and he was in a series called Counter-Strike as well, which was really, really good, actually, kind of a spy series. But I got me Manimal. I love Manimal. I would love to see a release for Counter-Strike, though.
That would be good. Especially now, especially from somewhere like VI Vision, because they've been releasing quite a few older titles on Blu-ray.
As long as you release it with not too many on one disc, That's been my only issue with some of their stuff.
Yeah, true.
Oh, there you go. What did you like about America, and would you move back there?
What do I like about America? Pork buns from the Jade Garden Chinese restaurant. I like the openness of it. I like the space. I like the people weren't completely on top of each other there. I enjoyed having the house there. I doubt I'd move back to America personally because I didn't really find the people in my area, at least, to be very. They were friendly. They were nice people, but they weren't very. It's kind of hard to explain. It's
just so
like
people know. I may interrupt you, but this video is going to end in about a minute and a half because this is a 2-hour
Ooh.
And this one here.
Okay, I'll hurry up then. So yeah, I won't move back there, KG. But some of the people I met there were really nice, and yes, me and Alex are still waiting for our 7 packages.
Manimal's a show. Manimal's a good show.
I did from I think it's Buffalo's. I think it's called Buffalo something. It was at the mall, so the chicken wings were really nice there. They were at the Everett Mall, so if you look up Everett Mall, it's out there. All
right, guys. At this point, unfortunately, this is the time when our show comes to an end. Could have gone longer tonight, I'll be honest with you, but the restream goes for 2 hours.
We're going to end the stream and start up again.
I'm not that energetic. Thank you for coming in. There's a link down below if you want to become a channel member. It helps out. There's a link to both Malcolm's and my Buy Me Coffee if you want to help it that way. And coming soon to the Patreon and channel membership, my better half in front of the camera. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Malcolm, for coming in and joining me here for tonight, especially at such a, well, we planned to do something else, so this was kind of a off the cuff type thing. But have a wonderful evening, guys. Let me know if you're gonna buy that Criterion set or be like him and just buy a couple of copies of it because so cheap. And we'll see you soon.
Take care, guys.